Okay, so here we are. Here we are at the point where I swear, like maybe just the outer fringe of people probably saw it coming, but most people are still just like kind of ignoring. So the 17-year-old kid, Kyle Rittenhouse, I can't believe it. I'm saying his name. I don't want to. Apparently, he shot a couple people. Apparently, he shot a couple of people, and it's sliding, and it's sliding, and it's a sliding scale. So, based on what we know so far from videos, as a matter of fact, I'm going to show you one. So, warning, there is some graphic material here, and I hate that I have to do this, but I will do my best to, take you through it.
Where's Andrew? Hey, you guys need to tell me where Andrew's at right now. Is he okay? Hey, everybody stop commenting right now and just tell me that Andrew's okay. I need to know where he's at. Right now. What the fuck? Somebody right now get in the comments and tell me where Andrew's at, please. Holy shit, that guy's arm was blown off. That was fucking disgusting.
Oh shit, he shot that guy in the stomach. Oh shit, people are getting shot all around us. People are just getting shot everywhere, guys. Fucking idiot! I need a fucking medic! Fuck!
But you left the city open.
Well, do you know what the cops told us today? They were like, we're going to push them down by you because you can deal with them. And then we're going to leave.
See?
And then as soon as they said
the
that...
second the shots fired, I had to tell like 6 people it wasn't fucking you guys.
Yeah. So like we fucking... As soon as they said that bullshit to us...
So I could sit here for literal hours and tell you the leftist point of view, the right point of view. I could tell you the point of view of a lot of people that I've seen on Twitter, a lot of people I've seen on Facebook. I could tell you about the point of view of everyone. But there's a lot of hypocrisy going along with this, and I don't want to sound the alarm here, but it's going to sound like I'm sounding the alarm. So let's just dive into some of the things we need to work out here. First of all, the kid don't live there. The kid don't live there. That's a fact. That is not debatable. That is a fact. I'm going to do that a lot. I'm going to tell you what are just facts because I think people hear stuff and they think, oh, you found that from here or you found that from there. That's not the truth. I'm going to use like just true things here. Maybe that's what I have to do. Point it out to you like you're 5. Like I have to point this stuff out to you like you're 5. But the kid didn't live there. So there was no reason for him to go there. You know how you've literally told protesters for months now, oh, don't go here, don't do that. If you don't want to be part of the protest, if you don't want to be in a riot, then don't show up to the riot. Like, if you know a protest is going to turn into a riot, don't be there. Shouldn't have brought your kid there. Shouldn't have did this, shouldn't have did that. Your basic point is, if you didn't want to get shot by police, if you don't want to get harassed by police, beat by police during a protest, shouldn't have went to the protest. He went there for what reason? To defend what? If he didn't want to get charged with murder, maybe perhaps he shouldn't have went to the fucking protest. I don't know. I don't get how people are sitting here defending any little bit. And then it clicked. It clicked, and I remember it clicking when I said, yeah, I have to make a video about this. it's like no one cares about the victims. It is literally this kid's infamous shot. And my problem with it is that in the history books, he might be considered the kid who fired the first shot. Because people like him, this kid, are going to see that and they're going to think, yo, he actually went out and did it. They didn't shoot him back. So we could just what if we just keep going with this? I hate this ideology. I hate that I'm watching people literally he got chased down by people and he had to defend himself. Why was he there? First of all, why was he there with a gun? If he didn't have the gun and he was just punching somebody, I doubt he was going to get that heat. He just got knocked out. Game over. All right, that was weird, but we'll deal with it. But no, he brought a gun. The militias that you have been asking for, the militias that you keep attaching to your Second Amendment, your right to bear arms, is literally getting people killed because they want to protest. Now, yes, we could go into the in-depths of how that's happening. We could talk about the coronavirus, why the protests aren't seeing a spike, if it's just leftist news, if they just want this. We could talk about the global control, blah, 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 blah. I want to stick to just the facts. Because what I'm starting to realize is when you have this conversation about this kid, people don't talk in facts. The facts are the kid showed up to a protest because he wanted to either incite fear or he really felt like he belonged there on the other side of it. He wasn't an armed person who was protecting protesters. He was part of the people saying, you got to get out of the town. This is precedent setting. And it's sad that it has to be that way with this guy, but this is precedent setting. I know your opinions on these things. I know I know how you feel, and I know that you want to feel right about these things. But you cannot be right about this, because if you are telling me that something is happening and people are okay, here it is. I'm sounding the alarm. There it is. There's the alarm. They don't care. There's the first instance of that happened and we didn't prevent it. The same crimes that we keep bringing up when we talk about black people are being committed right now in public by white people, and nothing is happening. They are making it loud and clear. Take this as the message. If it doesn't change very, very soon, it's going to get worse. Show up, ruin everything, leave. The election does not matter. And I don't mean that we're going to have a whole video on that. Don't worry about that. I don't mean don't vote. That is a massive blow and could possibly be the turning point here. But people were fired upon by other people. And I see people glorifying that as yeah. And I'm like, how? How? Where in the logic of what we've been asking for does this fit? Where in our ideology? Now, if you talk about defunding the police, this would be the exact only thing that they would be dealing with. And they ignored it. That is a fact. They knew it was happening and did nothing. The guy went back home, chilled, slept, got arraigned in the morning. How many people have we watched die this year alone by police who just wanted to go home, sleep, wake up the next morning? How do we approach this in some way that's supposed to be good? How do we approach this with civil hands? Why are you telling one side to calm down when the other side is clearly meeting them with the same violence? Are you saying that the protesters are escalating things because they're protesting and the protests turn into riots and people want to defend their stuff? What ideology are you tying this to? Have you personally been victimized? Is that it? Are you fearful that they might come after you next? Isn't that what your best friend in the world, Tucker Carlson, said? But they haven't, right? You're noticing these things pop up now because what's triggering them? What is the one common denominator between all the protests around the world and this moment right here? You don't value black lives, but you sure allow us to change the course of this country. So explain it to me. Explain it to me. How you keep advocating for peace and peace and peace, but you meet every situation with aggression. Just change the law. Put it in the schools. Teach people. Let's get the next generation right and ready. We don't believe in that no more. White supremacy, we don't believe in that. We're not better than them. Yeah, we did get a benefit. Let's not rub it in their faces. I don't understand how we're talking about this and somehow not having the solution right there in front of us. Why do you believe in some 4chan poster and not in the reality of what you're seeing today? People are asking for a change and you're literally sitting there saying, we don't need it. Because it's not affecting us. If you don't want change, then you're fine where you're at. It's not affecting us. It's not affecting us. It's just not affecting you. The fact of the matter is that this guy came with some intent that wasn't about the protest. It was against the protest. So now the first shot has been fired. Now something else will happen before the end of this. And the police will side with those who fire upon protesters as they did tonight. And what's scary is that nobody seems to be able to fix this. Nobody wants to talk to both sides. Nobody wants to say, I don't get how you get this. Sorry, that's an error on my behalf. I don't get how you don't get this. I'm just really, really sad. Like, here we are. We've made it to this point. We've made it to this level. We've made it to this grandstanding conclusion of this is how we deal with things in America. People got to die for the change. People got to make the speech and then get assassinated. Like, why can't you just give it to us? All we're asking for is the same slice of pie as everyone else. And there's resistance to that for what? What are you fearful that will do? Pour more money into your corporations? Possibly be the head of those corporations? Create our own? Live the same dreams and lifestyles as you? It's weird that they write about dystopian books and then don't understand they're in a dystopian living nightmare themselves. Because all it took was one virus and a shutdown for 2 weeks to absolutely snap everyone's fucking backs. So you gotta be kidding me to say that we're the strongest nation in the world. We can't even come together and do simple shit. But now we got people on two sides of an argument that somebody just fired a. If a Muslim man fired a gun at Times Square, this country would go on a fucking hunt, and that is abominable to me that just happened here. And yeah, no, he was defending himself. He got attacked with a skateboard. Use the same logic. If he didn't want to get hit with a skateboard, maybe he shouldn't have shown up to that protest. Here's my last note to you. And I mean to you who stayed here and watched this. I want to let you know that you are special. You are beautiful, that you are an important person, and I'd like to thank you for being on whatever side of this conversation that you're on. Because I've lost a lot of people this year, and I feel like I'm going to lose a lot more. So I want to let you know that you matter. And I hope that everyone in your life makes you feel like you matter, and if they don't, let them know that you do. That's my video for tonight. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. I am absolutely shattered. Cannot believe it. They are coming. I just want to make good films, yo. That's all I wanted to do. Just make good films, yo.